Damn! Welcome to the Riot, everybody. My name is American Riot, and today I have another video for you all. I apologize ahead of time. I'm a little tired. I'm not going to lie. We had a subathon over on Kick on Saturday night. It was nuts. Yeah, it was wild. And then this morning, I was exhausted. I worked in the yard all day. Almost got bit by a water moccasin. That was fun. But yeah, here we are. So let's talk about Starsiege Deadzone. Before we jump into this video, if you like looter shooters and extraction shooters, consider subscribing to the channel. We talk about all kinds of shooters over here, tactical shooters included. Also, we're on Kick Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. If you want to catch us on the live streams, that's where we do primarily most of our content, and we have an awesome community over on Kick. We'd love to have you. All right, so let's jump into this video. It comes out this Tuesday in early access. My understanding is it's going to be $15. You can buy a supporter edition that costs more. I imagine you're going to get a bigger stash with the supporter edition, maybe some cosmetics. All right, it's going to be available on Epic Game Store and Steam. I don't know if there's any other platforms it's going to be available for, but that's where you can get it on Tuesday when this game comes out. So I want to briefly share some thoughts with you all about Starsiege Deadzone, and then I'll play some gameplay for you. I had a raid. It was about 6 minutes long. I killed a couple players, killed some sentient AI, all right, killed some robots basically, and extracted. It was pretty intense, so I'll play that for you all at the end of this commentary. So what's Starsiege Deadzone? Well, it's a multiplayer corridor extraction shooter set in a dark sci-fi universe where humanity is on the brink of extinction. I love how in the future everything is so bleak, like in every video game and sci-fi movie ever, right? So as a space marine known as a raider, players will team up with up to two people, so it's 3 people total, to explore derelict space stations taken over by sentient AI. As a raider, your goal is to extract valuable weapons and resources for your faction. Players will customize a loadout and venture into a procedurally generated world, right? Ships and space stations, making each match unique. Work alone or together to overcome ships' deadly traps, defenses, in order to escape. However, be aware that other raiders are also seeking the same riches. So basically, it's a tactical PvPvE extraction style shooter. It's a corridor shooter. So basically, a lot of close quarter combat, a lot of dark claustrophobic areas that you fight in. Oftentimes, the AI you'll be fighting AI and players will storm in on you, or you'll hear players fighting AI and you'll storm in on them. It's pretty cool. It makes for some pretty fun gameplay experiences. I mean, I put 6 hours in this game over the weekend and didn't expect to, okay? It's got procedurally generated ships. Each mission is unique and it has a unique experience and different layout to explore. The space stations are filled with deadly traps, defenses, and rival raiders, like it mentioned before. Look, the traps aren't very deadly. They don't do a lot of damage. You see them a mile away. Like basically you'd be walking and the floor is glowing green, which is like gas. It's like poisonous gas, or it's glowing red and it looks like a grill top. And you're like, well, if I step on that, clearly I'm going to get, killed by fire or something. They have these little laser traps that you have to crouch and walk underneath. I would say I think the traps could do a lot more damage and it would make it a lot more intense and make you pay more attention. But they also have boss enemies. I know they want to incorporate more boss rooms the further in development this game goes, but you can actually, there are a couple of rooms in the alpha already where you can call in basically a boss, and they will be followed by a little robot that heals them, and you have to take out the ads and then take out the big ones, and you get higher tier loot, which I think that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. And basically, it's an extraction shooter, not as hardcore as Tarkov. Let's be honest, like nothing is as hardcore as Tarkov, and I think that's probably why Tarkov, there's no other extraction shooter that has taken the market share away from Tarkov, or even shared the market, I should say, right? When it comes to Battle Royale games, you have 3 or 4 major players that have a lot of the Battle Royale crowd, right? You have Warzone, you have PUBG, you have Fortnite, you have Apex Legends. Well, in the extraction shooter world, you have Tarkov. Tarkov is king, and I think it's king because other extraction shooters never want to be as hardcore. Now, this one is kind of hardcore. I say that in air quotes. You do lose your shit when you die, but you don't lose your armor, which is weird. And I guess it makes the gameplay loop, it makes you want to level up, because as you level up, you can actually level up to 100. And the further you level up, the better armor you unlock. And then you just unlock the armor and you keep it. Like, okay, I guess you know, that's cool. It's just when you come in and people are already like level 80 and they like eat a whole magazine and they one tap you because you don't have anything for armor. You know what I mean? And they've just played a lot and they've unlocked it. I don't know, but you may or may not like that about this game. Overall, I would say the gameplay was fun. It kept me coming back. It kept my community playing. Several of us got together and played a couple nights in a row and had a good time. It's nothing groundbreaking. The game is not particularly pretty. It's not ugly either, right? Like, it's average looking at best, but it's a cool game. The lights, you can shoot all the lights out. A lot of lights. I wouldn't say all the lights, but you shoot a lot of lights out to play differently and to make it more tactical, because if you shoot the lights out, you can hide in the dark. That's literally like the intent behind it, is to shoot lights out and hide from other players. It sucks because I've gotten killed a few times walking into dark rooms. I didn't turn my flashlight on and there was a guy sitting in the corner, or I had my flashlight on and I was getting into a firefight with another player and a guy was literally hiding in the dark. It's pretty cool though. I mean, it makes for some intense moments. Aside from the annoying times someone just hides to shoot you, but I've had players run by me in a group and I kind of ducked in behind a crate and it was really dark and they walked right by me. It was pretty cool. So it does make for some interesting moments. There are perks in this game and there are abilities. It definitely adds a little flavor, a little spice to it, because you can have perks where you can go invisible and you can't take damage, but you also can't damage other players. You can still kind of see them. They're not totally invisible. You have perks and traits that will allow you to do more damage to the sentient AI, right? To do more damage to the scavs, if you will. You have perks allow your energy shields to last longer. So it is pretty cool. It does mix it up. And I'd say for what it is, they're going to ask $15 when this game comes out. I think it could potentially be worth $15, especially if you just want a different shooter to play. I don't know how long this game is going to last. Look, we saw the Cycle Frontier close up in an hour. I mean, in a year. I'm sorry. No, it seemed like an hour. The Cycle Frontier disappeared within a year. I feel like it got quite a bit of popularity when it first kicked off, and it seemed to get some good press. This game is basically pretty much unheard of, so I don't know how popular it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to last, right? That you run the risk when you get in these early access games, which is like every game is early access, where you pay $15 and it may not have a player base in a month, but it's $15. So I've already got 6 hours out of the alpha. I think I'm going to drop $15 on it so I can stream it on Kick and play with my community. And if I get 10 hours out of this game, I'll be super happy. Anyway, this is my thoughts. Starsiege, Deadzone. It's like Escape from Tarkov mixed with Halo, mixed with an arena shooter. It's unique. It's pretty cool. I don't think it's going to be a drop in the bucket against Tarkov. I don't really see it taking away that market or sharing that market, maybe sharing it a little bit. I just don't know this game, what it's going to do. You know what I mean? It may be a situation where it has a very, very teeny dedicated player base. It may be a situation where people really have fun and a few really big streamers play it and it gets pretty popular for a while. You know, only time will tell. But I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, consider subscribing to the channel. We are almost to 850 subs on YouTube, and I'd love to have you over on the Kick channel. Enjoy the gameplay, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's go!